1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Cool. It's Tuesday night cup football under the blustery rain in the southeast of Melbourne. George Andrews Reserve hosting the Dandenong Thunder and Whittlesea United. Whittlesea United looking for a second straight win over NPL competition. A win that would take them to round 7 in the Australia and Dockerty Cup. In terms of Victorian side of things, Walker Peel is my name. There's a relatively full-strength team out there for the Dandenong Thunder tonight, with exception to Hassan Jallo and Yuki Yoshida, who is out with injury. Ali Suleimani is returning from his own layoff. He's on the bench for Thunder tonight. It's slipping over Thijs van Amerongen. Given away rather sloppily by Mercer Mehmeti. Suleimani in once and twice to win it back, as Taylor looks right for Romanovsky. Thunder happy to keep hold of the ball. Whittlesea United, it's captain and leading marksman Marcus Day that he's one to look for. 23 league goals in the promotion season for Whittlesea last season as they found their way up to VPL 2. Has worked to the byline, the Thunder, trying to back, but this way through to the keeper as Mitch Rook was trying to find a way through the Whittlesea United defence. Aaron Arslan is in goal for Whittlesea, one of a number of former NPL talents in the 11 for the visitors tonight. It's a long ball forward and a first-time effort from Shinosuke Ine, trying to catch out Jamie Young and might keep it down. Jamie Young well off his line. Conditions really worsening just a couple of minutes before kickoff. It was spitting rain that has very quickly got heavier. Will the conditions be the great equaliser? Of course, it was Whittlesea United who produced one of the shocks of last round, going to the Lions' Den and taking down Preston. Ball down the line. Taylor was watching on, but didn't impact it. On by Koray Cekic. And there by Jack Marth. So a few recognisable names. Jack, one of a couple of Marths involved tonight, with Andrew in the Whittlesea United dugout. Here's Clark. Scored the goal for the Dandenong Thunder. They came at the weekend against Hume. It's driven low from Aquen. Covered off at the front post. Out of play for throw. Referee tonight is Lucas Mattia. Day. Wasn't fouled according to the referee. Clark running it wrong. And that'll be a Whittlesea throw. Ball down the line. Marcus Day given something to chase. He checks in field. That's a curler ball central, but what's on the way there? Romanovsky now over to the right. Just through for Kyle Taylor, who went over and was fouled in the process. Cross from Clark towards Jock Aquen, the former Western Sydney NPL prospect. Forward then by Mehmeti. He tried to break clear. I just wonder what Whittlesea United's game plan is coming into tonight. They will come here rather unfancied externally, but they'll have every belief that they can knock off another NPL team on their way to the 7th round here of the Dockerty Cup. The winner of Avondale and Manningham United that'll await the winner of this. That game kicking off shortly. Bevy of games tonight in the Australia Cup. Preliminary rounds to have a watch of. Taylor away from Marth. Jamie Young. He made over 200 A-League men's appearances before his departure from Melbourne City at the start of this NPL season. That's over the right-hand side. Romanovsky, short for Rook. Ball never got there. He was trying to bring it away. Had a play off Koto Matsushima. Man who scored in their 5-1 win against Bendigo City to open Whittlesea United's journey in this competition. Ball down the line. Marcus Day is onside. Moving centrally and rolling it short. Ine at the edge of the box. It's a square ball. Low from Matsushima. Protestations from the Thunder bench about the lack of an offside flag. Van Amerongen. Mehmeti arcing one down the line, looking for Aquen. Kept going towards the byline to try and shield the ball. Day dropping deep to receive. One looking for Chekic out of play. Kamara Xepi grandstand here about half full. There's not many fans dotted around elsewhere. The rain potentially keeping a few away. Amerongen. Mehmeti. Day got a foot in. Chance for Corey Thomas to move into open space. Former Moreland City midfielder. Chekic. Yeah, he tried to return it, but couldn't get it over for the full Hugh man. Marzi looking over towards the Thunder right. To see if they're able to deal with every Thunder foray forward so far. Marzi towards Taylor. And that's Shaheen over to deal with that. Like a flat back five off the ball for Whittlesea. There's Joe Romanovsky. A few Thunder players in the middle. Taylor one of them, but wasn't found. Day harried, and legally so according to our referee. Now given away by Mitch Rook. Shinosuke Ine, the player fouled. Presents an opportunity for the visitors who send it in right footed in towards Marth, who got a foot up. That'll be a free kick for the Thunder. Up there, Liramel Marzi. Former South Melbourne and Altona defender. Whittlesea United have it back. Now over to the left, but able to find anybody in grey. Forwards. Given something to chase there. Mitsushima. Touchline eventually winning out, and all the way back with Jamie Young. Seven Ismaili looking for Taylor on the hit for him, but it's picked up. Solomovsky. Space opening up here for Whittlesea United. Outside of the football. Koto Mitsushima able to provide the killer pass. Taylor robbed of it. Forward for Day. Stuck underneath his feet. Taylor. Forward from Sevim Ismaili. Romanovsky just the wrong side of the Whittlesea United back line. They're not afraid of putting a high line there. On that occasion, it's fought the Thunder out. Inside the centre circle. It's not an uncommon thing for Jamie Young in this Thunder team to be well outside his area. Like an 11th outfielder at times. Romanovsky holds it right. His options present themselves in the middle. It's dinked towards Taylor, who tried to take it out of the sky, but he's touched the ball away from him. And Amarongan. To reach with Taylor. Marth towards halfway, looking for Marcus Day. Man born in Leeds. Formerly played for Harrogate Town before their ascent to the Football League. Almazi down the line. Romanovsky off after it. A first time ball into the middle. Called into action there, Arslan. Can Whittlesea get the Thunder on the break here? It's gone across to Ali Turgut, who is someone who knows this ground well. 11 appearances here in the NPL Victoria a couple of seasons ago. Ismaili there with the challenge and a throw here for Whittlesea United, which is taken short, but that one might need a bit of work on the training ground. From range. Offline in the end there by Corey Thomas. Thunder wasting no time getting it moving. Corey Thomas straight back in to disrupt Daniel Clark. And despite the fact we've not even travelled 20 minutes yet, I fancy that Andrew Marth and company might not be happy, well, not be too unhappy rather with how this has gone. They'd be pleased with parts of this. Van Amerongen for Rook. So down the line from Mehmeti. Aquen, like he was having his shirt pulled. All fair though. It's the rain. Here's to face it for now. For Romanovsky, who is once again offside. By Arslan, Van Amerongen, Salamovsky, Taylor.
Who's it?
Losing it. Tigerish stuff from Corey Thomas. And despite the fact that lower league opposition for the Thunder tonight, there are plenty of Whittlesea United players with experience. To a slight hold up. Tuna. And Arslan towards Marcus Day, flicked on. In for shoulder, he was hauled down by Liram El-Mazi. Questions asked for a yellow card. Lucas Mattia was in a perfect position to discern whether it was a yellow or not, and has decided against the paperwork. Another free kick here. Here's Tuna. So floated in towards the back post. Shouts for a spot kick. Still not been cleared away. There's Marcus Day. Worked himself some space behind for a corner. And the Whittlesea protestations continue. They were immediate. The calls for a spot kick and nothing doing on that front. A big call or lack thereof. And the team from up north will have to settle for a corner. Corner right-footed, floated in. Dealt with as far as Ali Turgut, who gave it to Mertuna, floated in. Ken didn't clear the front post. It's Shaheen who will hit it! Oh, that wasn't far away, you know. Nadet Shaheen trying one from range, sizing it up, and wasn't all too far away from finding the top corner. It was a hit good enough for Jamie Young to stand and admire. Wasn't called into action though. Forward from Mehmeti, flicked back by Clark, Taylor. As the Thunder get the benefit of the ricochet. Inside the area, Romanovsky, blocked. That's something for Ine to chase. Up with him is Corey Cekic. Marcus Day going central. Ine to curl one, it's well over the top and well wide. And they're showing Whittlesea United that there is potential for them to get the Dandenong Thunder side on the counter here. Thijs van Amerongen towards Ahuen, who will just about keep that one in. It's sent into the middle. Somewhat acrobatic attempt. Not quite working. Daniel Clark all the way up there. Attempting to try something special. Van Amerongen. Heels for offside. This time it's Ahuen who's gone too early. Down the line from Rook. Romanovsky on the right-hand side, sending it in towards Clark. Defended well by Marth. Corner ball. Only the one goal in these Dockerty Cup games so far. It's gone the way of Pascoe Vale away at South Melbourne. All of the games at 0-0. You can watch these cup matches live on the Football Victoria YouTube channel, right where you're watching this one. Avondale and Manningham United are one of interest to the two teams here. They've got to focus on getting the job done themselves first. Corner in. Closest to El Mazi. It was overhit for him. Ahuen will recycle it for the Thunder. Gives his team a throw. So Pascoe Vale scoring in the 18th minute. their game at Lakeside. All the matches at this stage of the competition on right now are at 0-0, including the one here. Taylor, back for Aquen, who will drive it in first time. Given away by Thomas. Taylor. Solomovsky. For Mercer Mehmeti, the man who's made the most appearances in the NPL era for the Dandenong Thunder. Number now at over 150. Ali Turgut had about a tenth of that in his time here at the club. Just under. As it's lofted forward, Ine's onside, and through on goal. Shinosuke Ine to put them in front. And he snatched at it. He had near on an age to think and make his decision, and he made the wrong one. And the Dandenong Thunder are let off the hook. And Andrew Marth with some words down below saying he fancied himself with that. The former Socceroo has every right to voice an opinion. Hard to say that Whittlesea United shouldn't be one up. The Thunder looking to make them pay. Ball in towards Clark. Marth behind for a corner. And the complexion of this game could be so different. Mercer Mehmeti over to swing this in. It's left-footed and high towards Lirimal Marzi and Clark who got up. Is it Santo Gomez Meili? Somehow kept out and then over the top. The ball bouncing around and eventually sent over. And it's both number 10s who've had opportunities, big ones, to put their respective teams in front. Daniel Clark able to keep that one under the bar. So it's 0-0. That's not through a lack of trying or a lack of chances. Thomas. The ball down the line. In with his challenge, Mitsushima, who gave away the free kick. Rook looking for Daniel Clark. Turgut involved as it's towards Day. He's able to clip it forwards. Ine going over. Selimovsky pulling him back. What colour is the card? It's yellow. Marcus Day down in the back play as well. I wonder whether Whittlesea United will buy as much time as they can for Marcus Day. Looks as he's okay. So, free kick for Whittlesea United. Tuna is over this. Gets it up, but not down as quick as he would have liked. Rain picking back up again. Forward by Thijs van Amerongen for Aquen, who picks out Clark. Look to get it back to him. Away by Ine. Forward by Rook. Romanovsky. Get it right, but again it comes unstuck for the Thunder. Whittlesea have been plucky and then some so far. Clearance blocked. Ball back to the keeper. Čekić stepping in. Ine towards the middle. There at the front post. Went over. Lucas Mathieu waiting a split second to see if there's any advantage there, which there wasn't. Turn around the corner, Taylor on the turn. Aquen, first time, driving it low towards Romanovsky, who couldn't quite get there. Not far away. So close yet so far. Romanovsky, who had gambled, but couldn't quite work for him. It didn't work for Whittlesea United there with the long ball. Čekić getting a foot in. Marth, Turgut, and Day slipping over in A and sliding in Almazi, making their own forward. Clark. Marth trying to cover it off and did it well enough, the former Melbourne Knight. Smart by Mertschooner initially, but his ball forward was poor. Quen. Clark. And towards Jocker Quen, who sent it in first time towards Taylor, and it's dealt with out of play. High for a corner. Bubakir Chapar back there. Another corner here for the Dandenong Thunder. They threatened with their last one. Mercy Mehmeti. Dangerous ball, keeper had gone down. And Arslan Feld. A few more goals, including one down the road for Brunswick City, who are Frank Holohan against Dandenong City. The more pertinent one here is for Avondale, who lead 1-0 against Manningham United. Of course, the winner of this game would face the winner of that one. Marzi pulled down. Underwarning City are leading 2-1 against North Sunshine as well. Pascoe Vale still 1 up against South Melbourne. And that would be some result if that holds. Van Amerongen. Formerly of Swinburne. And the captain's armband for the Thunder tonight. Quen giving chase. Tuna to cover it off. He went over. He was clipped. And that is this half of football in microcosm. Stop-start. Whittlesea United defending stoutly, and the Thunder not providing much in terms of breaking it down. Whittlesea United rearguard. High from Van Amerongen. Away by Almazi. He's mainly called into action himself. Thomas. Smiling on by Turgut. It's over towards Mitsushima. It's mainly with poise, and now Jamie Young. Van Amerongen. Quen. Tuna showing him towards the corner flag. Quen. Done out across! And what a cross it was! A super delivery to find Daniel Clark, who nodded home. And that's one for the wide man. Brilliant from Jocker Quen. Clark there in the middle. It's his second goal in as many games in all competitions. And in the shadows of half-time, it's the Thunder who break the deadlock. Daniel Clark's second of the cup run. He scored here against Altona Magic in the 3-2 success back in round 4. Comes the top scorer for the Thunder in this competition. They had 3 goal scorers. Clark, Kyle Taylor and Liram Elmazi. It was a 0-0 draw against Green Gully before the Thunder won that one on penalties. And it's a goal that will probably change the Whittlesea United team talk, maybe more than the Thunder one. They had defended really well up until that point. In fairness, it took a fair ball to unlock the defence. Thunder happy to play keepings off as Lucas Matier checks the whistle and blows for half-time. And it's the Thunder who are 45 minutes away from round 7. It was a Whittlesea United defence that, up until the final minute of the 45, proved hard to break down until a wonderful delivery from Jocker Quinn in towards Daniel Clark was the catalyst. Thunder number 10 headed home, broke the deadlock, and that is where we stand. The winner of Avondale and Manningham United awaiting the winner of this one. And the Thunder are halfway there. Half-time from George Andrews. It is the Dandenong Thunder 1, Whittlesea United 0. We're in the world no tricks as well. Great ball, good header. It's high. I'm not putting that on the keeper. That's on the centre half. It's central, sure, but like it's central, but it's point blank.
Yeah.
Right. It's point blank. It's headed high, but he's not been held by defence. Keeper.
Definitely not. But in this league, if he comes out, doesn't need to get it. Just gotta get him the fuck away. You know.
I mean,
just enough to put him off.
sure. So there you go.
I don't know what minute mark was
It
that.
was early-ish. Parish? Somebody hits it. Good hit, actually.
Yeah. A little bit further out, would have gone over the fucking road.
But that's the thing. It wasn't further out.
Yeah.
It was really well hit. That'd be unreal if that was all holds.
Oh.
Like 18th? Yeah. So,
Couple minutes left.
what about time? So this should play here. I think. Sorry. Yeah. Round. Good hit.
Good hit. Lopez saves that.
Yeah.
He
maybe,
probably
yeah.
like flaps out.
Yeah.
Lopez.
Yeah. Yeah.
I reckon that's the difference.
I was just saying to.
Good hit.
I was just saying to Reg. North Sunshine won on number one and conceded 2 in 90 seconds.
Sounds about right.
2-1.
Sounds about right, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair off. Oh, God, I love our sister clubs.
Who have you got? North Sunshine, Heidelberg.
Heidelberg
Heidelberg,
are least affiliated with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
White Star. No, White Star.
No,
South Dandies.
South End. They started as our over 35s team.
Who did?
South End.
Yeah.
All those people that started that club were our over 35s.
Yeah.
Just fucking around here. I started the over 35s and then they went out and made their own state league team.
Yeah, right.
Which is fair enough, go ahead. And now they're moving up to the divisions. They're, I think they're first or second in their division.
3 or 4, I think.
Yeah, stay through, but I think they're first.
South Dandy beat down when they cut match way.
Fuck, please don't. You have so much tension there. Yeah. There's a bit of like internal drama where people think they're splitting clubs and splitting the community.
Right.
I don't think it's an issue. Like, I want to see our club as high as possible. How many fucking promotion clubs we have? How many Greek clubs we have?
Yeah, and how they get around each other.
100%. I reckon we can have the exact same thing. Like, the way I see it, our boys, like, our community, our boys are lazy, right? They're spoon-fed, they're like,
In terms of,
they want anything. They don't like,
no, as in, when you say your community, you're talking
like their Wendy boys that play soccer.
right.
Like your Gary, your, you probably know Arkin Bucky.
Why is it Mornington now?
No, he's here. Or maybe, he's been suspended. He gets a free card every other game. It's fucking bad, man. It's like, these boys are like 21, 22, need game club.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be playing races at this age.
No.
No. If you have where like North Sunshine are now MPL 2, go out there, get some down. MPL 3, go out there, get some out there. It's too far. Shane rejected the coach of Packer.
Yeah.
When he was playing here, he was driving down there, no issues. No one fucking said a word. He didn't even come down for fucking wearing it.
Yeah, well, it's just players want it, right?
Exactly. That's what I say. Our boys don't want it.
Like, there's all the stories you hear about, I know, like the NPLW, how you get players come down from Bendigo. It's like,
Fucking word. Word. Just average fucking Joe comes out from Bendigo, catches a big
Right.
one.
from a commentary point of view, like, I've gone
You went out to Ballarat, didn't you?
Ballarat, Geelong, it's like,
If you want it, you're going to do it.
hell, you're not 100%,
don't do it. That's it.
well, it's not that. Well, it is that, but it's also if you're not going to be 100%, you're not going to get the same rewards that the people who are going to get.
100%. And that's why I say it's my biggest issue with our workout activities. We got no fucking.
No get up and go, no try to.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Like, they've got it too easy to get. I'll use, do you remember Liz? Azizi?
He's definitely Morganton.
Yes, I think so.
He definitely is at Morganton.
Was that Mazenite and then went to Morganton?
Yeah.
Him and his dad were playing week in, week out. Why not? I said, there. I went to Derby, we get the game. No. They did not complain to single year. They come back here and they go, we should be playing in PL1. And you were getting the game in PL3. And it doesn't, they got relegated. Like, that's where I say these kids they get everything given to them. Whereas when you go out and you realise how hard it is out there, then they realise, actually, we had a couple of real weeks.
Yeah.
This is just into politics. Get it there. Well, nice to take their president. Already left.
I saw that. Huh? Yeah. I tried to. I tried to. Just so it helps me come up there if I don't know who they are. Yeah, I kind of. I started a big season. Sorry for that person who's not wanting to be with the hill. I was just saying that. Mate, they had. Yeah, they had Harry New, they had John McShane was at their game on watch, they had. They're ex-Centre player, I can't remember. Yeah. I did a few good things. Are we on off?
Yeah, it's on. Voice is on.
Second half on the way from George Andrews' reserve, and it's the Dandenong Thunder who lead by 1-0 over Whittlesea United. Red and black blushes somewhat spared by a late goal to Daniel Clark on the eve of first half stoppage time. It was a game in which Whittlesea United were defending well, a clear plan behind the ball, and for the majority of the first half it was working until a great ball from Jocko Quinn located Daniel Clark, who headed home the opener. Not privy to either team's team talks at half-time, but you wouldn't be too surprised if the Thunder one was rather vehement from Adam Piddick. But regardless of how it played out inside the first 3/4 of an hour, his team are halfway to round 7 of the Dockerty Cup. Second half underway. Of course, round 7, the final preliminary round before the Hahn Australia Cup national rounds. The round of 32. It's the prize location for the member federation clubs, who all fancy a date with A-League's opposition. Thunder haven't been there against A-League opposition. They got to round 7 a couple of years ago against Heidelberg and lost here. Skore Cekic looking to spot Whittlesea United out of the half-time interval. A good challenge from Sevdim Ismaili. And away it goes for a corner. Enterprising start for Andrew Marth's charges in this second half. I wonder what his words were. First half that for long stretches was going to script from their point of view. One goal for them. And they're right back to it, they would feel. Corner floated in. It's a dangerous ball and headed away by Thijs van Amerongen. Zako Bachapar. Ine. It's flicked on. Thomas. Sliced over towards Cekic. Pass floated towards the back post. And the Thunder should be able to get this one away through Jocko Quinn. Tries to march clear of Jack Marth. And a play for a Whittlesea United throw. Contingent of them adjacent to the Camille Rexepi grandstand, and they're happy with the start. Couple more goals to tell you about. In fact, 3 that have gone in around the league since the last update, including a second for Avondale against Manningham United. So they're almost all the way there to face the winner of this one. Brunswick City have gone 2 up against Dandenong City, and Nunawading have added a third against North Sunshine. It's Maley with the cross of the byline driven in low. And eventually out of play by Shaheen, or in fact it stayed in for a Quinn, who looked for Clark. Just kept it in, did a Quinn, the byline. Chance at the edge of the box, Taylor! There's the insurance marker for the Dandenong Thunder. A Quinn again important, looked like the ball would drift out of play. He kept it in. The ball eventually breaking for Kyle Taylor, who gets his second in this competition. And after a decent start from Whittlesea United in the second half, it's the class of the NPL men's Victoria side showing. And just as Avondale have done, Thunder have scored a second, an important second, you feel, in their quest to make it to round 7. And they're looking for more. Selimovsky, Aquen with an early ball. That one will go out of play. So it's all the way around the grounds. The Thunder here are 2 up against Whittlesea United. Pascoe Vale still 1 up at South Melbourne. Avondale 2 up against Manningham United. Brunswick City winning 2-0 at Frank Holohan against Dandenong City. Nunawading City now 3-1 up against North Sunshine, as Jocko Quinn appears to have an issue. Goals starting to fly in around Victorian football. What Whittlesea United would do for one right now. Rather dry now here at George Andrews. It wasn't the case at kickoff. Wondered whether that would have been an equaliser of sorts, which is though the Thunder are to make a change. We'll see Hassan Jallo take the place of Jocko Quinn. Top scorer for the Thunder in the league with 9. sent down the line from Park, but seeing it over. 7th of Ismaili, and this will provide the avenue for the change. So Hahn is off, and Hassan Shallow to take his place. Tends to play more central than the position that Hahn was operating. So it'll likely provide a tactical reshuffle from Adam Piddick. Marzi spooning it high. Forward by Shaheen. Shuna presents it to Rook. All forward towards Shallow, whose first involvement will be to start a chase after that and then give it up, realising he wasn't really going to get there. Čekić. Turgut, who's returned to George Andrews. Is it looking like being a happy one? Or towards Van Amerongen. Salamovsky. He surrendered possession. Then it's Ashima. United will get into the middle. Not a bad delivery towards the back post. Čekić trying to make a play on it, but couldn't quite stretch out far enough. Well held. And it's Ashima whose shot caught a Thunder player on the way through behind front of the corner. Wanted to be sent in right-footed. And Amerongen first to it. Didn't fully clear it away. It's flicked back in. An offside flag, but the Thunder will take the ball and send it away via Romanovsky. Second ball, Daniel Clark. Plays it across towards Salamovsky. So United have players back and forwards, but a deflection. Marcus Day not agreeing with the decision. Crossed by Van Amerongen. Now to play. Sent in. It's away before the Thunder were really troubled as it's Shallow running after this. There's something on the ball. There's a bit going on after the whistle. And they all go over. And still it goes on. Lucas Mattia with some cards to brandish here, you would think. Or at least some talking to do. A yellow out the pocket already. One each for Hassan Jallo and Nirat Sahin. Forward ball, here's Selimovsky. Inside the box, with a chance, he put it straight to the goalkeeper. It's swept away by Cekic. That would have put the game to bed. Marcus Day making the run forward. He's sent wide. Gets there first. Cekic close by to provide potential support. Eventually sends it in towards the back post, flicked on, and just wide. They've made their way into the middle. Cekic. And central, but they couldn't quite get there. Corey Thomas coming close. With the flick on, just wide of the upright. As Young has found Taylor in a bit of space. Almazi gives it him back. Kyle Taylor with space to drive. Feigned to give it wide, then went himself, rolled in behind, looking towards Jallo, who went over, but taking the ball cleanly was Arslan in the Whittlesea United goal. He immediately gets it over to the left-hand side. Cekic. Call to drive on. It's a wonderful challenge from Ismaili to stop him, and then from Almazi likewise. This Thunder team hoping to leave nothing to chance. They did have a multi-goal lead earlier in the cup rounds. They were 3-0 up against Altona, and that was almost all whittled away with a couple of late goals for Altona to improve the respectability of that scoreline as that one set high, but easy for Young to claim as Chapar tried something. Clark. Over to the left-hand side. Romanovsky with a heavy first touch. Has he done enough to win a corner? The ball has stayed in there too. And getting back, he's given away a free kick. It's way behind in front of the Whittlesea corner. No more goals to tell you about across the games here in Victoria. Is there one to come for Whittlesea United here from this corner? It's floated in and headed high via another deflection. State positioning the ball on the edge of the quadrant, but won't be the man to take this. Floating toward the front post, it's flicked on, and he sliced at it, but Jamie Young able to deal with it. Taylor up towards Shallow. Well played by Hahn. Clark again towards Shallow. Hahn in again. Clark going in. Getting a free kick. The host wanting to play it quickly. Free Lucas Mattia. Not allowing for that. Whittlesea United dugout still hopeful. Day. Towards Ine. Thomas. Chapart. Ine touching it down. On the edge of the box, but the Thunder again with plenty of numbers back. Taylor. In field. Jallo making the running behind. Found by Romanovsky. Jallo stayed on side. He checks. Marr slips. Jallo going over. No penalty. And Jack Marth is down, wanting some attention. This is though Taylor. Raslan will be coming on here. And the club's best and fairest award last season. The man coming on. From under-21s player at Hume. As though they want a second change here. Aaron Amiel will come on too. Schooner will come off. Fourth official making everyone aware of both subs. A slight wait just to make sure that Lucas Mattia was okay with it all, which he was. Arslan and Yalamil on. Tuna and Mouth both off. Corner swept in and flicked over at the front post. Marcus Day, the man in the road. And the Thunder corner to come. Corner sent in! Almost all the way in. Looked as though Mercer Messi would have a play at it, but somehow Whittlesea United get away with one. And forward they go in response. Well, locked out wide, but again, it comes on stock. Off his forward, Jallo on the half turn. Romanovsky towards the Swiss-born Kyle Taylor. He rolls it on. Selimovsky. And Taylor again. He somehow managed to keep it. Innate. Rolling it across. Yalamil recently off the bench. Out wide towards Mitsushima. Day making the run to the middle. It's Marcus Day across the front, forcing a smart stop out of Jamie Young. Cries of that was it, that was the one from down below. And for Whittlesea United, it feels as though that was the case. It was really brilliantly done by Marcus Day to get across his man at the front post, but Jamie Young has been doing that, making saves like that for years and years and years. The corner's floated in, headed on and in. And there is hope. Corey Thomas there in the middle. And Whittlesea United are halfway back. It's Corey Thomas's second of this Dockerty Cup run. Ali Turgan is off. And Lewis Shannon is on to replace him. And this game is back on. Taken away from Clark. And the long effort from Thomas looking for a quick fire brace. Just offline, but Jamie Young will have to be watchful. They've tried that a couple of times on him now. And those Whittlesea patrons here in attendance are up and about and right in this one. As Dandenong Thunder are about to make a change themselves by the look of it. It's Tsushima. Sends a cross in towards Day on his head. Down into the ground and through to Jamie Young it went. Kore Cekic ghosting in. The Thunder a bit rattled here. Daniel Alessi and Ali Soleimani to come on. The latter making his return from injury. Forward from Thomas. In A, with space to shoot! Jamie Young to make the save. How's this for a Whittlesea United counterpunch? Every second ball going the way of those in grey. Chapar keeping hold. Going over Shannon. Thomas forward towards Chekic, giving chase and keeping it in. And the ball will remain with Whittlesea United. Have a corner here. Which is taken short. Chekic back for an A, who will send it in. Away by Rook. It's by Shaheen. Central and away by Thijs van Amerongen. In A. Central. Day to hold it up. And to roll it off. Chekic. Yalamiel to try and send it in. It's the Thunder under the pump here. Rather than the other way around. Selimovsky. Midfield loses it. The hosts aren't making it easy for themselves. Shaheen forwards. Day getting involved. To the right hand side it goes. It's Ashima. Wins a throw. Larim Almazi. Sadam Ismaili. To come off. It's like we'll see Taylor Demir come on for Whittlesea United here. Man who was numberless on the team sheet, but there's no number 7 listed there, and also no one else listed. Taylor among the substitutes. So by process of elimination, appears as though he's the one to come on. Over here, Chapar to come off. Cross sent in towards Day. Time to get it away. To me, by the way, formerly of Brunswick Juventus. I played for the Whittlesea Rangers as a youngster. So knows the area well. Jallo trying to hold it up. Went over, no foul. Shannon. Shaheen. Let's see, United left. Jallo putting the bodywork in and getting to the ball. Taylor. Already got a goal tonight. Elected not to shoot for a second. Jallo. Taylor again. Mitch Rook. Thunder happy to hold it here. Towards Romanovsky. Ball out of play for a Thunder throw. Rook had gone down. Taylor, receiving from Alessi, and losing it. Day, cross for Corey Thomas, who lost it, and played a part in helping winning it back. Chekic. Back with Demir. Thomas, and inside the box. Can he roll his man? Lost it in towards the back post. Into the breadbasket of Jamie Young. Rook down again. And this will provide an avenue for a change. Angus Edwards is on for Dandenong Thunder here. Part of 3 matchday squads for the Thunder in the PL Men's Victoria competition to make his league debut, but now on in the cup. Scored once this year in the under-23 competition for the Thunder. Edwards inboard. Solomovsky. Wide. Here is Edwards. Keeps hold. Suleimani. He lost out. Shannon. Shinosuke Ine. Infield away from Alessi. Roll the ball infield. The benefit from the ricochet. And for the second time, he sends one well over the top. Oh, on another day. On a different day, how different it might be. Got 4 braces in the league last season in State League 1 Northwest as part of that promotion campaign, so he's someone who knows what the net is, but hasn't had the crosshairs on tonight at all. Chekic. And into Thunder trouble. Suleimani. Clark. For Romanovsky. Jallo central. And then on there, Daniel Clark. Send it into the middle. Taylor. South Melbourne have gone level against Pascoe Vale. Avondale United have found a third against Manningham. Dandenong City have 4th against North Sunshine. 2-1 between Dandenong City and Brunswick City. Frank Holohan. Thomas. Suleimani played it well initially, but then gave it away to Demir. Down the corner, Shannon. Chekic. Out of play for a throw. So we Whittlesea United. So a 3-0 lead for Avondale with 7 to play in the 90. Could probably pencil that one in. This one, not so much. Cekic. Can he work some space for a cross? Alessi did well. Jallo. Romanowski. Going over on the left as Edwards, who played it across. In on this right-hand side for the Dandenong Thunder. Romanowski high on the left. On this occasion, too high on the left. Towards Day, who wasn't fouled according to the officials. Tsushima helping on a throw. Shannon. The pulling behind Whittlesea United. Appeals for a decision for Whittlesea will fall on deaf ears. Avondale now with the fourth, by the way. So there'll be Avondale to host. You think the Preston Lions would play a hand there with Venture Park unable to host cup nights, but it's a question for another day. In A, breaking clear, fouled by Alessi, and a yellow card. Just outside the box. Alessi with the purest definition of a professional foul. As we wait for a football to find its way over to where this free kick will be taken. 5 minutes to go in the 90. Dandenong Thunder 2, Whittlesea United 1 in the 6th round of the Dockerty Cup. In by an A towards the back post. Still not fully dealt with. Selamovsky to try and scramble it clear. On the cross by Cekic. And A's clearance half blocked. Trying to take it down their Day. Hit from distance. The effort from Hahn was blocked. Another wave of Whittlesea United pressure to come, perhaps. It's a long ball in for Ane, who was out-jumped. Taylor. The Thunder get the ball clear. Jallo down for Kyle Taylor. Soleimani. Called Romanowski. Edwards rather it was to go. Arslan sent back. Romanowski tried to get it forwards and lost it. Ball forward for Day to chase. Van Amerongen back. Jamie Young goaded from the Whittlesea United bench. Slipped as he played it, but played it well enough. Edwards with the flick on. Jallo Stunted well. Good play by Shannon. Of course, cast your mind back a few days. The Thunder were leading against Hume in the NPL Men's Victoria competition and lost that lead very late. Will that play into the psyche? Right here, right now, albeit different competition, lower league opposition. Will those demons return? Ball towards Jallow. Front and centre Clark. Under hit for Edwards. Chekic. Down the line it goes, and he will chase, but Alessio will get there first. Clark. Smartly away from Thomas. Not so away from Shannon. Still Lewis Shannon. He goes over. And will be beckoned to his feet. Romanovsky. Kyle Taylor is sat down on the turf here at George Andrews. A few Bronx cheers and then some. Perhaps directed at him. 90 seconds away from the 90 minutes being up. Here at George Andrews Reserve, and still this one isn't penciled in for sure. Across the state, we've got a couple of games that are looking that way, including Avondale, who have a handful against Manningham. South Melbourne and Pascoe Vale locked at 1 apiece. Brunswick City still 2-1 up against Dandenong City. And Wadding 4-1 up on North Sunshine. But Avondale the story for one of these two teams. And still, we're not fully sure which one it'll be who'll face them. Avondale winning 5-0. Bit of conversation down below, of course. Bit of chatter whether that game will be hosted in Preston, of course. If it is Whittlesea United who go through, they already know what it's like to win in Preston, both against the Lions and also it's West Preston too. They've taken an interesting route to this part of the competition, including beating 2 Preston-based sides. 5 minutes to come. And in 300 seconds, Whittlesea United need to find a goal for the right to play another extra 30 minutes at least. Taylor with a wonderful roulette. He's okay. Got it through to Edwards, who tried to give it him back. Central towards Jallow, who was caught on his heels. Chested down by Mitsushima. Chekic. Is there one last twist in this tale? Ball gone out of play. Thomas with the flick. Day. Towards an A. Taylor got a foot in. Clark had to wait for it. Almost lost his footing. Whittlesea United players swarming around him. Shannon escorting the ball away. Then giving it away. Jallow was off, trying to make the run in behind. Wasn't used. He stayed onside. Edwards threading him through. Jallow to seal it for the Thunder. Rolls it across. And it's tucked home. Jay Romanovsky seals the job for the Thunder. And it looks like they will be heading to Preston to face Avondale in round 7. Mark your calendars. It looks like the Thunder, barring something utterly crazy, who will be heading north. Make no mistake, Whittlesea United have given as good as they've got. On another day, it might have been different. But a second NPL Men's Victoria position looking to be a bridge too far. More forward, Jallo this time offside. Avondale is through now to round 7 officially, that one at full time. 5-0 win over Manningham United. Shannon. This one forwards. It's nodded up towards Clark, who will leave it to the man who looks to have sealed it. Jay Romanovsky playing as a standing striker as he did in the late stage against Hume at the weekend. Romanovsky. How wide it goes. Edwards checking the watch from the referee. Soleimani. Edwards leaving it. Taylor. And that's full time. Bit of a rocky road, but the passage secured for the Dandenong Thunder. Whittlesea United there right to the last. But the Dandenong Thunder, a team who have overachieved, some may say in the league all season, now have a cup run to worry about as well. A cup run that extends to round 7. They could be 90 minutes away from the national round. It's Avondale who will wait for them. But it was a job they did, and a job that they had to do. They scored either side of the break, did the Dandenong Thunder. A goal to start things from Clark, and at the other side of the break, it was Kyle Taylor getting one back Corey Thomas from a set piece and then sealing it late Jay Romanovsky. There is another goal that people are aware of here, that South Melbourne have just found a 95th minute winner to knock out Pascoe Vale. But here, it's an NPL Men's Victoria side who have progressed. Full time here at George Andrews Reserve. It's the Dandenong Thunder 3, Whittlesea United 1. We'll just get you a drift of all of those scores. So that one is full time. South Melbourne have progressed by 2-1 with a 95th minute winner over Pascoe Vale. Avondale 5-0 winners over Manningham United. Dandenong City 2-1 down against Brunswick City with 8 minutes of the 90 to play plus stoppages. And Dandenong City are 4-1 up against North Sunshine. From Oliver Walker-Peel and the team up here at the George Andrews Gantry will bid you farewell. Take care, stay safe, and goodbye for now.